This man rings a bell in his hand every day before dark. Whenever the bell rings, all the townspeople must go home and lock their doors, and put a protective stone at the door, because when night falls, the devil is on the loose. On this day, as the sheriff's bell rang, all the residents hid in their homes, but a mother and daughter stood at the door, waiting anxiously, because her husband hadn't come home yet. Unbeknownst to her, her husband was already drunk and asleep in a bar. As the night wore on, the woman could only lock the door securely, and closed all the curtains. The daughter put her hands together and prayed that her father, who hadn't come home, would be safe. Unbeknownst to her, the devil was already watching them. When the woman went downstairs to close the window, suddenly there was a strange noise outside. At first, the little girl didn't think much of it, but when she opened the curtains, it was her grandmother. She begged the girl to let her in. The naive little girl opened the curtains. The next moment, an accident happened. Early the next morning, the man woke up and rushed to the house, looking at the door of the house surrounded by neighbors. At that moment, he didn't realize the seriousness of the problem. He asked them what they were doing here. When the sheriff saw him, he told him why he hadn't nailed the windows shut. When the sheriff dragged him to the house, he was instantly dumbfounded, though he fell to his knees in regret. But there's no such thing as regret. He could only accept it with sadness.